Welcome back to Dogwood Paper Arts. This is Angela, and I'm here to share with you our next little mini album. And this is going to be called a Craft With Me series, and this one is called the Mini Album Mini. Now, this one measures 5.5 by 4.5, and it has a nice fat little spine on it, which measures 2 3/4, well, 2 5/8 actually. If you count the front and back covers, it's 3 inches. So it's a nice fat little book. This is what it looks like on the inside. Let me bring you down a little. Oh, too far away. Sorry. Come on in. Come on. Further. There. How's that? Anyway, this is what it looks like from the top. This is what it looks like from the front. It's got some little hearts up here. Gonna back you out just a little bit. Okay. Anyway, in this new series, this Craft With Me series, I'm going to try, I did not succeed in this one, but I am going to try very hard to keep these to about a 1 hour video each. I don't guarantee that will happen. I never can. I'm too chatty. I tend to talk too much. But I like talking to you, and I just wish I could hear you all the time. Sometimes I can hear you say, hey, you forgot something, but anyway, this is the album. Now this is using a new design creation, and I'm going to tell you this over and over again in the video. It is one that Tamara Merrill put out with Country Craft Creations. And it is putting on your covers on the outside of your spine instead of making it all in one paper piece, you know, where you lay out the paper and you put your spine and your front and back covers. These are done totally differently. It's very interesting the way it's done. I understand that it makes it easier for people that have arthritis to make books. I can see why. It wasn't nearly as much repetition on my hands. And it was actually quite enjoyable to do. I have to say, at first I was skeptical. I was concerned about some tearing here that happened on my book, and that was solely from getting glue too close to the back piece of the book, this piece. It was, so in practice, I'm learning that to keep my glue down just slightly lower than I did in my video, and the spines come out beautifully. It's a very, very lovely spine. I really can imagine that I will use it quite often. Much easier to put your book together. Much quicker to put your book together, the outside of the book. I have to say, putting the spine and the front and back covers together to make the album itself, the outer shell, is not one of my favorite things. You know, it's kind of like you like to have the dishes clean, but you just hate to have to do them every single day. But I can't stand to have dishes in my sink in the morning, so I do them. Anyway, I do like it. And I note in the process that I'm not sure I like it, but I do have to say I do. I like it a lot. It is a beautiful spine. So on this album, I put a ribbon closure. I added white and pink lace to it. I added a green back cover and a green front cover with roses. Now, the album I have coming up after this one is the Roses and Lace, and it does use kind of a blue-green or an aqua or turquoise green, green-blue, whatever you call it, and pink. So you will have to watch me on that. I'm going to try and branch out into other colors. That's why I did the Stamperia blues or Stamperia blues. Was to break me out of my shell a little bit. So let's take a look at the inside of this album. Now something you'll notice is this is a 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 album. Now what is that, you might ask? Well, a 1, 2, 3 means that page 1 and 6 are the same. They're designed the same or similar. They may have a few differences like a belly band or a tuck spot, but in essence, 1 and 6 are the same. As well, page 2 and 5 are the same. And page 3 and 4 are the same. So in this series, I have you make page 1, 2, 3, we make those together. And then I ask you to start creating 4, 5, and 6 on your own. That's because I've already shown you in the first parts of the tutorial how to do page 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4. You didn't get to see me put the paper on, but we do go over that when I come back to the next video. Now page, the front cover page is different than the back cover page. In the tutorial, I do say that you can go ahead and put on your back page and send me pictures of what you do. But I do make it a lot different than I do the front cover. So you may want to wait and take a look at how we do that. So on the front page, I made a large fold-out envelope style. Here you have some tuck pockets. And I just used some fun trim that I had. So I'm going to back you out here now. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Let's go this way. It's because this flip outs are flipping out too far. No, it's not too far. So this opens with a magnet. And we have a photo page. 2 more photo pages, and 2 more photo pages. So in essence, you have 6 photo pages, or well, let's say 5, because we have a tuck spot here. But you can kind of see how it goes. There we go. So it just kind of folds out. Now, on the bottom, we have another one of these, exactly like the top. I'm going to move this up so you can see it. So we have one photo. Here we have a tuck spot. So I just added a postcard with inking on the back, stamping on the back. No, inking through a stencil. And then it opens again to another photo mat. And on the back, of course, we've already seen all that when we opened it up. Now when you go to, here's another photo mat, to the right side flip, it flips out and out again. Here I left a writing area. And then I added another photo mat area. And then on this one, we have a photo area, a writing area, and a little tuck spot. The other thing you'll notice in this album is that I used this sawtooth. Oh, come back here. Come on down. I used this sawtooth border on much of the album. It is throughout it. And underneath of it, in the little holes, you kind of see a little different color. And that is washi tape. So those are made, and the washi tape is stuck to a thin piece of paper and then glued to the back. Okay, I tried to theme that throughout this album, and that worked out pretty good. Now originally my spine was hinged differently. The hinges, although they stayed the same, I glued them in differently because when I picked my book up, and you'll see how I show you what happens in the series, these stuck out beyond the book, and I don't like that. It doesn't look right. It looks kind of almost sloppy. So I had to refold these one more time, the very base of the spine, and it actually ended up making the spine really heavy duty, and I like that. Okay, so let's take a look at page 1. We have a nice little tie here, made with brads, and inside you have some more of this washi tape, and then it surrounds here. And we have a pocket with a little pull-out card and some paper to write on if you like, or put another photo there. Oh, my pockets are still kind of tight. And then this just goes around. There we go. And then in between page 1 and 2, we have the hidden pocket at the top. And this is a nice little tuck spot for our writing pages. If we want a journal in this one, it can be solely a journal, or you can have journals and pictures with it. So we move on to page 2, which is also a magnetic hinge, or a magnetic closure, sorry. And, oh gosh, here I go again. Wrong direction. Sorry about that. So this page is just a photo mat page, or a memorabilia page, whatever you like. Same here. And then here, I just put in a library type card into this little pocket. And once again, you see the sawtooth hinging, the sawtooth edging right there. And I love that sound. Now page 3 is a closure with a little heart shape cutout. I used the sawtooth edging on both pieces, and I made it so that when they close, they come together. Now I feel like this one might be a little too close, and you'll see on the next page I spaced it just slightly. So it opens up to a pocket and a page, and I've inserted a little card in here. And this is where you get your 1, 2, 3 is what we've seen now. Here's this, another little writing space. And now we're going backwards again. This page is the same as this one. However, I've added just a small belly band to it here. But when you open it up, you have the same style of page. Here we have a little writing spot. Here we have a little card that says "Beautiful Moment" on it with a writing space on the back. And our pocket right here. It closes the same way. The heart inserts under. And if you notice here, I added just a little bit of spacing there, and that is much better. And then I've just put this little extra heart in here for fun. On this page, page 5, I made a belly band on it. I wanted to also keep the theme going of the silver. On the design paper, there was a lot of silver in it, and so I wanted to keep that theme going along with my my washi tape, my sawtooth border edging. In here we have just a little card that says "Beautiful," a little blank spot on the back. So now this one will be a magnetic page, and it opens just like page 2 did. Here we have a writing page, and if we go this way, a photo page, and a pocket page. And this is just a little thing that says, "Your friendship means the world to me." So this one closes like that with the magnet. In our little pocket back here, we have one more writing page. So you'll notice I also kept the heart theme going throughout the album here and there. And then this last page, exactly like page 1, except for I can't get it open. I didn't put the washi tape up here in this album, but it is lined in the pink. It does have the pocket, and inside the pocket, sorry, my fingernails broke off today. Been a terrible terrible fingernail day. This one just says "Laughs," and I really like that. And then it has the dots on the back of this one. And then it closes like this. And now we come to our last page. And I don't know what this is called. I'm calling it a stacking waterfall, because we still have the waterfall theme going throughout here. And we also have the sawtooth edging with the hearts in it. Let's see if we can give you a close-up of that. Oh, I don't have my other light on. Maybe that makes a difference. Does that make a difference? In being able to see that? There you go. You can see it's kind of shiny. It's really very pretty. So, this one is tied with a ribbon, different color. And what else? Oh, I kept the silver going throughout to the back here. And from here, it's just graduating sizes of picture mat areas. So in a regular waterfall, each of these would be the same size. In this one, they're a graduating size. And they do stack right on top of each other. And they're hinged in here in a little booklet with a hollow back on it, so that if we glued it to the back, they would not open. So here we go. all kinds of pages here. And there we are. And we end with another journaling page right here at the last pocket. So I hope that you will join me as we go through the next, I think it's five tutorials. I swear I did. I tried to keep them to an hour. Some were an hour and 12 minutes. Some were an hour and 22 minutes. So, and I think 2 might be really short. So, and in one of I think it's the last video, you get to meet my granddaughter's hands as she says hi to you. And she's very excited to be on her first YouTube video. Her mama has given her permission to do videos with me in the future, and we have plans for a Grandma and Me crafting hour. Anyway, I look forward to it. I haven't come up with a good craft idea yet, and I haven't gotten my art room clean enough to let her stay in here with me. Right now it's so visually occupies your brain that it's hard for kids to be in here without being into all the drawers and the ribbons and the papers and the buttons and the bows and the little shiny silver things. And and it's still, I have all my paints here because I used to paint, and so there are vibrant colors everywhere. And so it's difficult to have kids in here to craft. But maybe I'll get there. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I want to invite you to follow along on this new Craft With Me series. It will be a time that if you have a question or you want to see how a certain pocket or page is done, this will be the time to ask for that to happen. If you want to know how to do a certain thing in a book, that Craft With Me series is the one where we can answer those things. I am trying to get my Dogwood Paper Arts page all set up better. I have a Facebook page, Dogwood Paper Arts. But I'm trying to get it where I can invite you to put pictures on it of albums that we make together. Like this one. I would love to see what you created with the Craft With Me series. And then that would also be another place that we could ask questions, and if I don't answer you, maybe somebody else will. But anyway, this is, I think it's 5 videos. So I try to post every other day, and I hope you'll join me. I think you'll find that this is a fun, quick little album to make. Some of you will finish it in a day. It took me a couple days because I had other things that I had going. And I have a volunteer job I go to. And so anyway, I guess that's it. You know, what more can I say? Now that this one is done, I am starting on the Roses and Lace. You want a peek? Here's a peek at the Roses and Lace. What the heck, you say? Angela, what are you thinking? Is it all hearts? I don't know. It might be. Is it a heart-shaped album? Nope, it's not. I can hear all your questions, but I can tell you this much about that heart. It goes on page 1. So anyway, that's what I've been working on today, roses and lace. And then I forgot. Then I remembered that I had forgotten to film this walkthrough series on this mini album. And I want to brag about this cover too. I really like it. I had my doubts in parts of the video, but when I was done with this album, I was like, you know, I really appreciate this spine, and we may use this spine in the roses and lace. I have not decided that yet, though. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit of time, and I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you in my mini album mini tutorial. And I look forward to more Craft With Me series type of tutorials. So, I will talk to you later, and I've enjoyed stopping by and showing you what's up, and we will see you in a couple days. Bye-bye for now.